Welcome to the Inside Word, 17th of June. You know, it's been 5 weeks now since the budget, and by all accounts, the actual budget was well crafted. It was pragmatic and it focused back on a lot of core constituencies who had been rather reluctant to endorse the government, particularly small business, the farmers, the retirees, families, and a part of that budget process was giving multinationals a bit of a whack. But yet this week we saw the coalition through the IPSA polls and even News poll continuing to go south. IPSA 47 to the Labor Party 53 and News poll 49 to 51. So why was that? I think there's three main elements. The government kicking some own home goals. The way the communication, particularly by some senior members of the government ministers, and the gaffes on housing affordability have not gone down well by the constituents. The government seemed to be out of touch. You've had the issue of national security, where you've got these terrible leaks now coming from Cabinet, which is always a very bad sign of disunity, and even the whole issue of whether there'd be a conscious vote on gay marriage was not handled appropriately. That said, something changed yesterday. Scott Morrison managed to achieve something extraordinary again, demonstrating his high performance amongst the government. He managed to get through the pension reforms yesterday with the support of the Greens. And for the first time in a decade, the Greens now are dealing themselves back into the political decision making. By getting those $2.4 billion worth of changes through, it effectively wedged the Labor Party, where the Labor Party, who have been opposing everything, are now looking more and more impotent. Of course, they've got their own concerns with the issue of the bribery allegations regarding people smugglers. It now appears that they may well have been doing that practice themselves when they were in government. And the final one is the killing season. It's the series on ABC now which portrays very graphically the inner workings of the Labor Party when Kevin Rudd, Julia Gillard, and of course the return of Kevin Rudd. And this again is not being portrayed well on the Labor Party or indeed Bill Shorten. After next week, it'll be a 7-week recess. And I can imagine both political parties can't wait to have this winter recess. That's all from the Inside Word.